Hi, this is Pranav, and this tutorial is on Switch Basics. This is my first YouTube tutorial, and this is quite different from any other tutorial present in YouTube. We primarily focus rather than theoretical part. We'll check like network programming, how to implement all the concept in a live project. That's why it is quite different than other theoretical tutorial present in this YouTube. Please be in touch and subscribe, like and share. Okay, this is basic introduction about myself. I am Pranav Kumar, and I am having 10 years industrial experience on development, automation, deployment and various domains like voltage, virtualization, mobile application and enterprise digital application. Okay, let's start our concept, basic switch concept. So what is this switch? Suppose I am having one network, internal network. It is not internet, internal network. And in this internal network, I am having 5 networking devices like 3 desktop, 1 fax machine and 1 printing machine. So I want all the machines should be able to communicate with themselves. Like machine A, desktop, want to print, they can communicate to this printer to print, and machine 2 want to send some message to machine 1, and among this they are able to communicate. That can possible only through this Ethernet switch. Very important terminology here. If I'll mention like a networking switch, a networking hardware that connect device and the computer network by using packet switching to receive and forward data on the destination device. The terminology packet switching, that means every message from machine 1 to machine 2 while transmitting it converted in a packet format. Okay, in future video we will demonstrate how this packet to look like, how to capture and all the things, but time being you can understand like every communication, every message from machine 1 to machine 2 will be in a format of a packet. And one thing also you need to understand, like if you only single packet, how will you transmit in network device, how will identify like where it going to reach. It can be resemble like a postcard or any postal letter we are having. Then we need to send from source to destination. We need to define the address on that. Similarly, in this Ethernet environment, while sending one packet from one source machine to another destination machine, we need to define this MAC address. Like source MAC address and destination MAC address, like from and to we mention in a parcel or a box while sending through a post. Similarly, in this packet we need to define which is the MAC address of the originator and the MAC address of the destination where this packet will be reached. The second point is mentioned like network switch is a multi-port networking bridge that uses MAC address to forward data at the data link layer of the OSI model. As you know, in this OSI model we having 7 layers: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. So this layer 2, the switch works in the layer 2 of OSI model just to route the packet on the basis of source and destination MAC address. So before going to this how MAC address, how it look like, let's understand what is this NIC. NIC is network interface card. This is a hardware component without which computer cannot be connected to network. You probably seen in your desktop there is one LAN connectivity card is there, like where we put LAN cable. This is the NIC. This is the hardware component. Today there is concept of virtual NIC that I will tell some other video more detail about this virtual NIC. But time being, you need to understand network interface card is a hardware card through which you put LAN cable. So one question: can a machine have multiple NIC card? Yes, of course possible. One machine can have multiple NIC card, as many as NIC card. But one point you need to consider, like this, your motherboard of your computer should support that this multiple NIC card. Okay. So what is this MAC address? A media access control address or MAC address is a unique identifier assigned to a network interface controller. The NIC, what I told just before this slide, there the manufacturer can assign a physical address, what we call MAC address, during its manufacturing. And this is the read-only memory where the manufacturer wants this MAC address. And this MAC address remains throughout till this NIC is present, and this is unique throughout the world. I mean, if my system having one MAC address, it will not present anywhere in the world. So as I told, this is unique, and every machine having which is connected to network means it having NIC and MAC address associated with it. If you check in my system, ipconfig all, this is the command to check MAC address. Of course there's some, many other things is printing out, but our focus is towards this MAC address. You can see this MAC address. This is the 16 octet value. Okay. My apologies, this is 6 octet. One octet is 8 bits, so this is 48 bits. Okay. So another point, like ports, each switch having a port associated with it. Through this port, one machine can be connected. Like in this switch, there are 16 ports. 16 machines can be connected. Or of course, there is some reserve port that we'll discuss in other slides. Yeah. So all the machines you can see all are connected through this port. Suppose this machine 1 to communicate with this machine 2. It will send its packet towards the switch, and the switch will forward this packet to its appropriate host on the basis of this destination MAC address. So the packet, what we discussed sometime before, how it looks like. There are many fields, so our focus area will be this 4th field. Destination MAC address, the MAC address where I will send this packet, source MAC address, the originator MAC address, the Ethernet type. What is the packet type? Either the ARP, it having some different Ethernet type. If it is other type, then we will mention this Ethernet type, and this payload, the data of what we are going to send it. Of course other things are having its own meaning, but time being we can consider only these 4 points. So let's understand through this example. Like this is one machine 1 having its MAC address 00000001 and this having MAC address 02. Suppose this machine want to send a packet to this machine B. So first it will form this packet and the message what you want to transmit is like hello message. So in while forming this packet I mentioned this data like hello, some additional components that we'll discuss later, and the source MAC and the destination MAC. It will forward that packet to the switch. Switch having its maintain some table port to MAC mapping that we'll not discuss now. In other tutorial, other video I'll describe more detail on that. So this packet, then the switch just checks the destination MAC address and see how this destination MAC address associated in which port, and then it will forward that packet to the appropriate host. This is the basic working of a switch. In the later section I will teach more about this virtualization, as our focus is not just to go to this theoretical concept. We have to understand this live project. That's why I'll teach more about this virtualization. Then Open vSwitch. This is a popular switch. How to install, how I can modify my machine to as a switch rather than any hardware switch, physical hardware switch. I can turn my system as a temporary switch. That I will show you how I can programmatically configure or play around this Open vSwitch with a Python program that I will explain. One Mininet, one is simulator, one type of simulator that I can define, I can test my application through this Mininet that I will explain. And one is self-driven live project on switch. I will define programmatically, will define an L2 L3 switch with a very scratch coding that I will describe how you can write your own switch or router. And software defined networking. This is very hot topic. How you can control your switch through an external application that will define, and many more like DPDK, service chaining. These are very hot topic in today's day that will subsequent video will describe theoretical and project parts. So we'll catch in the next video. Thank you very much.